Frank owes me money. Disney's Jungle Cruise, is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not go? We're gonna find that out today. Yo, what's going on, Movie Nation? It's just here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Disney's Jungle Cruise. I am located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Today, we are going to go at AMC Niles 12 at 6:30 in IMAX. That's right, guys, in IMAX. If you don't know who I am, hello. Hi, my name is Jess. My YouTube channel, it's just Jess. Here we do movie reviews, giving you the biggest and best reviews of the movies that are releasing at the time. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video, and stick around towards the end because we are going to review it. Guys, Disney's Jungle Cruise, we're gonna leave. Guys, we made it to the theaters. AMC Niles, so it's such a... Frank owes me money. Movie Nation, let's talk about the movie. We got Disney's Jungle Cruise. Emily Blunt plays as Lily, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Frank, and we got Jake Whitehall as McGregor. Now, going into this film, I had zero to little expectations. You guys know that I do not watch any trailers for the movies that I'm about to go see. So every time in the previews, I'm like, oh, that looks good. But I wanted to go in this movie because it's a Disney film. So I was like, you know what? Emily Blunt is there, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's there. Like, why not? Let's give it a chance. So I went into this movie with zero expectations. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it quite exceeded that a little bit, and it also blew away past some. But it's still a nice, fun, friendly action adventure humor movie that if you like Uncharted movies or if you like Indiana Jones movie, this movie is right up your alley. So if you like Uncharted or Indiana Jones, this movie is great for you. So we start in London, 1800s. Women are looked down upon as explorers. Basically, Lily's trying to like go to this jungle, but she needs to find an artifact. So basically, this team misfits have traveled to the jungle to try to find this artifact known as the Tears of the Moon, because it will change medicine, it will change lives, and it will bring people back from the dead. Basically, it's magical, mysterious powers. Lily needs to get like the stone thing first in order to get to the jungle. So she starts in London, and it's also nice to see too, Emily Blunt plays a little bit different because last time I saw her was in Quiet Place 1 and 2. So seeing her tackle this role really flexes her muscle because it's a totally new genre from Quiet Place. So it's probably a different headspace. It's fun. She's witty, over the top, great. She's like that woman that takes no for an answer because women were like, oh, you can't study, you can't go jungling. Like, what are you wearing? Wearing pants? Get that rubbed to your head. Like, she is a strong female protagonist, which is awesome because seeing her in this lead with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they're a little bit opposites. Like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as well as Frank, he does the same similarities as her. Like, they're parallel in a little bit. Like, you get screen time with Lily first and then The Rock, and then they both meet up. But basically, Lily has to go to the jungle, and that's where she meets Frank. Frank is he lives by the river. He gives tours to the guests. He's still witty, just like Emily Blunt, where he's trying to get to his boss and he steals things. Well, he doesn't really steal things, but he does it in like nice ways. So these guys have a lot of parallels to each other. They're witty, they're fast paced, they think on their feet, they're quick, they're quirky, and I really like that about these characters. I thought the villain was a little bit cliche. You know, like villain with the guy. The villain was a little bit cliche, but it's really a Disney movie, and I don't really want to say it's a Disney movie, so it has to be cliche. Yeah, he was alright. He was fun. However, the three interesting villains that I do want to talk about is the one that had been cursed and trying to find the Tears of the Moon, which is awesome because once they get cursed by the jungle, they're never again to leave other than to the water. But they're amazing transformations because one of them is like transforms into bees, the other one has snakes, and another one has tree barks. So I thought those three were pretty awesome. They're like three different types of bad enemies, but still, I thought those villains were really good. Let's talk about McGregor for a second. So him, in addition to this guys, I wasn't trying to make assumptions, but I did see a little bit of trailers like when I'm at the theaters before. So I thought he was gonna weigh down the team. I was like, is he gonna go on them? Is he gonna go on this cast? Because we really see a lot of marketing for Frank and Lily, which is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt. So I thought he was gonna pull down the group. A little do we know he really does add another extra story dynamic, and his arc in the movie is pretty fascinating because Disney, I haven't seen them tackle this subject before, but in the point of the movie, he does talk to Frank, which is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, about a particular, I don't want to say relationship, but who he is as a person. And to me, that was a difficult subject to talk about because in the theater, I was like, no way, are they really gonna go with this? Because I didn't want them to mess it up. And the way they portrayed it to us was really amazing. Now, little kids, teenagers might not pick up on that, but I knew exactly where he was going with it. And I don't want to talk about spoilers, but it's interesting to see Disney play that character out in the 1800s in this movie with a room full of people that knows that, hey, this guy isn't your traditional, I don't want to say male, but his interests align somewhere else. And I really thought it was an awesome job that Disney actually tackled that subject. I know it was a really touchy subject for a lot of people to talk about, but seeing that in a Disney film in the 1800s, it's really awesome because he does reveal a lot about himself. And ever since that point in the story, I don't want to say it's like middle, I really started to care about him. I'm like, wow, this guy really is like transforming. Like, he didn't really want to get it like dirty or wet, and then we see a whole transformation at the end. Yeah, I don't know, I just really thought his character arc was amazing. Like, it really was like everything that I wasn't even expecting to come. Just a little bit of romance in there. I mean, come on, when I saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Emily Blunt in the trailers or in like the movie poster, I was like, yeah, there's a little bit of romance. The movie really centers about the cast of the characters, about Emily Blunt and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, about trusting each other, trying to work as a team with McGregor, and they basically have to find the Tears of the Moon, and they're being chased down by the jungle. Things are in their past. Some of the writing is strange, like to the point I'm like, did he really like just say that? However, it is funny and it's humor. A lot of people are just gonna like not care about that, but I thought it was really fun, entertaining, nice just right. Like, hopefully they make a sequel, but if they don't, it's fine to us. I saw it in IMAX, and I just want to think, like, is the jungle really green screen, or is it like crazy magical effects? Like, I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, but I was just like, man, is that really too? Like the raft scene or the jungle scene, the tribe scene, especially when they're fighting the demons at the third act, it was pretty what I've come to expect from a Disney film. Like, I kind of went into this knowing what was gonna happen. I kind of got that, but it still blew my little bit of expectation. I also thought too, Emily Blunt's voice acting and her accent was really cute and amazing to film. I also thought this film deals a lot with like trust and seeing how these characters can trust each other, because there's situation and things that happen that make these characters not trust each other, like Lily and Frank, but it also tackles that dynamic of what the meaning behind their character is and like what prying does and like the true behind who they are as a person, because you don't just make assumptions and you can't just trust someone in the beginning. So I really thought the movie really did a good job at tackling that subject, because it was awesome to see a topic of trust and like uncovering who somebody is through the trial and error, I guess you can say, but also as well as adventure and time being with that person, showing you who they are, as rather than just saying and talking about it, but rather than showing they are in the film itself. Yeah, so Jungle Cruise, what did you think about it? What did you not like about it? Is a Disney film, you'll have fun with your family or with your girl or with your little nephews and kids. I went by myself and I still had a great time. Guys, Jungle Cruise, I'm gonna say this is a good movie. It's action, adventure, it's humor, it's fun. And I keep saying that because that's what it is. Fresh and breathtaking to see this in the theaters. Alright guys, that's gonna be everything for me today. Hope you have a great day, and let me know if you ever need anything. If you haven't already, please hit that notification bell and subscribe button so you never miss a video and you keep up to date with the movies, with the biggest releases happening at the theaters at the time. Guys, it's just Jess. We'll see you later.